What up? And welcome to another episode of From the Script to the Screen, Fairy Tale Edition, episode 17 of 100 Year Quest is out now. So, as always, you guys already know, gotta give a shout out to the creator, Hiro Mashima. Give a shout out to the artist, Atsuo Ueda. And want to give a shout out to the studio, JC staff. They covered chapters 57, 8, and 9 of volume 7. And as of this recording, episode 17 should come out today, so we're still catching up, but we're almost there. But this was a pretty action-packed episode. We already know that Fairy Tail has been fighting the God Seeds of Alderaan, basically extensions of himself. And in the last episode, we saw Wendy and some of the other Fairy Tail members take care of the deaf version, so we see that they're making some headway. And in this episode, we see Lucy and company fighting some, and we also see Jalal end up fighting one. But gotta start off with Juvia and Gray, because I thought it was hilarious when I first read it. Now, of course, we know the fact that Juvia likes Gray, so they're able to work together, but the fact that their magic, water and ice, complements each other, it makes it more of a problem for anybody that they end up fighting. And so even though the tree might have felt like he got the upper hand with Juvia, he was pretty smart in stating the fact that trees absorb water, and so he was able to make it a one-on-one with Juvia being held hostage. But we know that Juvia is a little crazy, and when she hears that Gray is willing to put it all on the line to try to help her escape, she goes crazy. So it's hilarious. She ends up turning into hot water, steaming, boiling water, and the tree isn't able to hold on. He'd be hurting himself, and so he's forced to release her, allowing Gray and Juvia to synchronize their magic. And so with the water being spread everywhere, Gray's ice factor is able to scale at a greater capacity. And so at this point, it was pretty easy for him. Definitely my favorite panel of the week, the Juvia hammer. We know that with Gray's magic, he loves making impact things, and so that's how he's able to apply his damage. So it was hilarious for him to use Juvia. We know that she was enjoying every single second of it. So shout out to the studio. Thought it was a pretty funny episode. And that shifts us over to Jalal, who was also having a pretty hard time at the beginning, but of course he's one of the only people that ended up fighting a one-on-one. But Jalal's pretty strong himself, and he has pretty cool magic. So after a little bit of a beating, we do see that he's able to pull from certain memories. He remembers why he's deciding to live his life in a different way, and so he's able to overcome the obstacles that the God Seed cog placed on him. It was affecting his memory and his timing for a little bit, but again, he was able to come back to his senses. He performed his Grand Chariot, which is a magic that I enjoy seeing. Is pretty strong. I was gonna make it my panel of the week, but the Juvia scenes were too funny. But I could show you guys real quick. We see Jalal perform the Grand Chariot, calling down the attack power of the stars, and he's able to handle it. And with that being said, the episode ends about there. We see that the God Seed that Natsu's facing is losing power, like I said before, as the cogs are getting knocked down. And we see Brandish step into the picture, stating how she might be able to help because we know that she's able to manipulate the size of things, and Alderaan being so big, it would only make sense to transform one of the Dragon Slayers and see what happens. But we've officially caught up. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. And to the manga readers, let me know what you guys thought about the adaptation. Till next time. Peace.